Bonjour and welcome to a new unboxing video. And well, you're going to say again, but we do have more retro figures. And yes, except they are new retro figures. They come from Hasbro. I mean, it's a nice change. And if you remember, I showed you the Indiana Jones Raid of the Lost Ark figures that they have released. I mean, it's those one you remember those. I showed them to you not that long ago, and the first wave that they had done was only re-releases of the old Raiders of the Lost Ark figures, but we do have a wave 2, and the wave 2 is done of 3 figures, and they come from different movies. So lo and behold, we do have Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. We do have Indiana Jones and the Last Crusade Salah, and we do have from Indiana Jones Temple of Doom Short Round. So basically they've done those 3 figures, and there's more coming. They've just announced that there would be like more figures, but we're going to see what those figures are like, because what's funny is that of course they've never been released before. Those are brand new figures done in the style of the ones from the 80s. So here you go. We're going to start by Indiana Jones, of course, and so it is Indiana Jones in the Temple of Doom. It does say that it's got machete action. Yes, you've read well. It's well read. It's an image, and in the back you do have the 2 figures, which are Indiana Jones and Short Round. So we're going to open this. I'm going to be more careful than usual. And here you go. So here is Indiana Jones. So basically, it seems to me that it's the same base for the figure. Here you go. So the basic figure is the same. I suppose that if we compare with the other one, yeah, it's literally the same. The trousers and the legs are exactly the same. You do have the opening for the holster, and on the other side you do have the clip for the whip, but of course the top is new, because of course he's got a shredded shirt. So he's got one of his arm is completely shirtless and the other one is covered, and he comes with a fantastic machete, because of course, and he does have a bandage on his hand. So let's see, how does that special action work? It's spring loaded. It's the same action feature as the quick drawing action that we had in the first wave, but it's really cool. I noticed one thing, which is that his leg is a bit twisted, but that's quite often a problem with that plastic, and it's just a question of putting it in hot water for a little bit and strengthens put it straight, and it will be okay. And anyway, I'm pretty sure that he will stand even in this condition. So that's the first one. We've done Indiana Jones, and now we're going to look at Short Round. So Short Round's never been done. Well, never been done in this series. So same thing, it's got the same back, and we're going to discover together what Short Round is like. Here we go. Here is Short Round. So here you go. It's looking really cool. You will notice that basically he doesn't have any knee articulation, so it's a basic 5 point of articulation character, unlike of course Indy that has 7 point of articulation. And he comes with a little torch accessory. So we're going to put his torch accessory in his hand so that we can actually see the full effect. This is so Short Round from Indiana Jones. He is smaller, yes, he definitely is smaller, so he's really in scale with Indiana Jones. I mean, it may sound obvious, but believe me, it's not always obvious. You would be surprised at how many characters who are supposed to be children are of adult size in toys. I'm looking at you, Robin. Lots of Robin action figures are the same size as Batman. So, but anyway, that's another story. And we do have the last one. And the interesting thing is that, of course, in the back of the last one, there's a preview for two figures that haven't been released yet. So the third figure comes from The Last Crusade, and it is Salah, which is really cool. Interestingly enough, in the original Raiders of the Lost Ark action figure line, there was a Salah release for Raiders, whereas in the re-release, they didn't do the Salah, the original Salah, they did a new Salah, which didn't exist at the time. I know it's confusing, and I am confused. So here you go, we do have Salah, and in the back, you do have the three figures that are in the Last Crusade collection. So you do have another Indiana Jones, and you've got Professor Henry Jones, which is really cool. So three figures for the Last Crusade. One is already out, it's Salah. And normally, I'm sure we should hear about Indiana Jones and Professor Henry Jones very, very shortly. Salah comes with a gun. We're going to, so it's the gun that comes with Salah, which is different from the gun that Indiana Jones has, or is it the same? No, it looks like it's the same that Indiana Jones has, except, yeah, no, it's, because I mean, some people have been complaining about the plastic being very, very soft, but this weapon is actually not extremely soft, which is good, because it means that it won't be completely twisted. So here you go, here is Salah. He looks really fantastic with his little hat, his fez, sorry. So you do have his head is turning, of course. He's got arm articulation, he's got so he's got, interestingly, leg articulation, but they are quite difficult to bend. Yeah, that's bizarre. They won't go very, very far. And then he's got the knee articulation, so 7 points of articulation. It's really bizarre that, yeah, they're not going, as you can see, I'm not pushing too hard, because I know how those can basically break at articulation, but you can't go any further than this without forcing it, which is a bit of a shame. So here you go, that's Salah, and that's the three figures that are now out. So Indiana Jones with his machete action, and if I lose the machete, I won't be able to do the action. So, well, I can show you the action without the machete, but we're going to give him back his machete, otherwise he's going to look ridiculous, giving, like, you know, punching with no machete. And we do have short round. So here you go, that's the three next figures in the Hasbro Kenner retro Indiana Jones collection, and they are very, very cool. And I will speak to you again soon. Bye.